Hi betting experts, on Saturday February the 10th we've got a traditional ITV 7 on Saturday, cracking top class racing from Newbury and Warwick. Both tracks have been battered by the weather over the last few days and it's pretty testing at both. Newbury in particular could be a real slog in the mud. We've made our selections with that in mind. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Bet365. This goes in the day's big betting race. The Betfair hurdle at 3.15, a premier handicap over an extended 2 miles, a clutch of unexposed and progressive performers, but I think the ground and the rain has come just in time for Iberico Lord of Nicky Henderson. Now this one, if you watch his run back, he's completely unexposed. He made a winning reappearance in a huge field Cheltenham handicap in some style, despite not really attracting the deluge of support that it looked like he might have done given his colours. Sent off 7-1 there, cutting through the field on soft ground to storm clear up the hill and looking like one. To be honest, I thought he was going to end up in graded races by the end of the season. He then went to Ascot. The ground was completely different. Good ground. He didn't really settle and he weakened 2 out behind his stablemate Lucia, who had the run of the race from the front. I think Iberico Lord still shaped as though in top form there. Now some will think that the handicap has got him because he was disappointing off his new mark, but I don't think that's the case. I think that's the ground is the key, and the rain just come in time. De Boinville back riding him. Should be easier to get him settled in this huge field at Newbury, get a lot of cover and weave his way through late. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Bet365, goes in the 240. The Game Spirit Chase, a grade 2 over an extended 2 miles, and I like one of Venetia's here, Funambule Sivola. Now the yard had gone quiet. They'd gone missing for a few weeks, particularly by coincidence when the ground had dried up a touch and we had that dry spell. The rain's now arrived. She was back with a wide margin winner at Ludlow, and as soon as the ground goes heavy or soft, her horses seem to kick up a gear. Now, Funambule Sivola is a Newbury horse. He's run 4 times at this track. He's won on 3 occasions and finished a cracking second on the other. If you just look at his runs at this track, he looks a massive price here, and I think that's the way to go about things. He was disappointing last time at Doncaster, where they put the money on, down to 3-1 favourite, but he got harried on the lead there. It wouldn't be his track, and he weakened out of things from 3 out. I think he can bounce back here with Deutsch in a small field, popping him off in front from the tape. He is a brilliant jumper of these fences, and I think he could soon put these rivals in trouble. The remaining 5 races on ITV, we'll do them in time order. At Newbury, the 130, a handicap hurdle over 3 miles. Well, Kintara comes from a yard doing really well this season, Melanie Rowley, and this progressive stayer has now got a career high mark to defy after a couple of impressive wins at a lower level, but he ran an absolute screamer last time out when just touched off by Geoffroy, and I think, although he's inched up a few pounds again for that, this track will be much more suitable than Warwick. He's going to get a positive ride from Deutsch, and I think he'll keep pulling out extra. He's another one, absolutely loves testing ground, and he's certainly going to get that here. Over to Warwick for the Kingmaker, a novice chase, grade 2 over 2 miles. Well, no horse be better suited to Warwick than Matata. He's a free-going front runner, best dominating small fields. I think he's got a great chance to do so here. The sharp left-handed track with the fences coming up quickly on really testing ground will suit him. I think he'll soon take these rivals out of their comfort zone. Back to Newbury, the 205, a grade 2 over an extended 2 miles 7. Well, impossible to look beyond Shishkin here. I know there's risks attached. He's refused to jump off. He goes in snatches on and off the bridle. He can be a bit moody these days, but he's at least 2 grades above these rivals. I don't like Protectorate. I think he's one of those horses Dan Skelton's lost his way with, to be honest. He's tried to make him into a grade 1 horse and he just isn't. Obviously, he's respected. He'll love the testing ground, but Shishkin for me a class above. Back to Warwick for the 220, a mare's listed contest. Our stable again here, Mel Rowley, and I like Blue Beach. She's been running with credit over fences without really looking a natural. Back over hurdles here, testing ground ideal, and she's another one. I think she'll try and make all the running here under Alex Edwards, and I really like those tactics at Warwick. And finally, back to Warwick for the 255, one of those popular veterans handicap chases over 2 mile 4, 10-year-olds and upwards. Fast Bucks, one of those Jane Williams horses that's run himself fit this season, and he got back in the groove at Wincanton last time out under Lorcan Williams, making all the running. He's been inched up a few pounds for that. Kieran Gethens takes over in the saddle. He's a front runner. Again, Warwick, if you can get in a rhythm on the lead round this sharp track, it's a really good idea and a good plan of attack. attack, and hopefully Fast Buck is another one who can make all the running. Best of luck with all 7 races on ITV on Saturday, betting experts.